welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk to you about the important dates that all dividend investors need to know and have circled on their calendars.
That's right. Smash that subscribe button, give Bert and I a thumbs up. If you're not sick of us yet, I know this is video number 13 or 14.
Yeah.
But we're going to keep coming at you with content, so please give us a thumbs up so we can, boost out to how much and how many people we can reach out there in the community.
Yeah.
But Bert just said we cannot wait to dive in here to talk to you about the critical dates to being a dividend investor. And believe me, there may be more than 4.
Oh, wait, yeah. Is that a teaser for the end?
A little teaser.
I love it. So why are we bringing you this video? Because we really want all dividend investors to know and understand some of these critical terms that everybody needs to know. And they're very important because they can potentially influence an investing decision if you're getting close to one of these important dates. So we're going to take you from the ones from the beginning all the way through to that dividend payment.
Yeah, and we'll do it in sequential order.
Yep.
So you can follow along with us. We'll place, plenty of graphs and charts with descriptions so you can read it as well throughout the video.
Yeah, so put down that notepad and just focus right on this video in front of you.
Focus right on this CM Punk lookalike.
Yep. I did cut my hair at least, so that's better.
Yeah, you're going to walk around like this.
Yeah.
Batter up, Bert.
All right, so let's start with the first date. Important date number 1, the dividend declaration date. That is the date the board of directors declares the dividend that the company is going to pay its shareholders. So how do you find out about the dividend date? Do the directors get out from the boardroom to start shouting it on the street, "We declared a dividend, we declared a dividend"? No, they don't. They release a press release. Someone will put it on their investor relations release, on investor relations page, and they'll send it out to all their news wires so it gets picked up by Yahoo Finance, Seeking Alpha.
Dividend Diplomats.
Yeah, definitely Dividend Diplomats.
Yeah.
Lanny somehow has his own personal news wire because he always knows about these dividend announcements right when they happen.
I'm still waiting for my first viewer.
Yeah. We have viewers. But seriously, smash that subscribe button. Kidding. But, alright, so yeah, it's the date, the dividend declaration date is the date that it gets declared, and then you find out what your next dividend payment is going to be. Lanny, let's kick it off to the second important date.
Of course, and before we go into that second important dividend date, you can obviously find all that information on the investor relations page. We typically like to use a magnitude of websites such as dividendinvestor.com.
Yep.
That'll be in the description where it'll put in every date that we talk about. So after the dividend declares it, there's also this date called the Ex-Dividend Date. Now the Ex-Dividend Date is going to be the last date that you can be the shareholder to actually receive that dividend. So essentially after that date's over, say if you were to trade the stock, even a new shareholder would not even receive that dividend. You, the non-shareholder, still would actually get that dividend if you own the share through the ex-dividend date. So you'll see everybody in the news talking, oh, this dividend or this stock is going ex-dividend date tomorrow or next Tuesday. So always keep that in mind so you know kind of how to, make sure you buy before that date just so you can capture that dividend.
Yeah, I know for me, nothing is more frustrating than when I purchase a stock and I look and I say, oh shoot, the ex-dividend date's coming up, it's close, and then I look and I realize it was last week and I just missed out on that quarter's dividend.
Right. So then usually you have to wait then for another 2.5 to 3 months of that next dividend.
Yep.
And what you'll notice is what happens to the stock price is the stock price typically declines by almost that exact amount to the dividend because essentially they're capturing that within the stock price as a return that new shareholder won't receive.
Yeah. No, that's perfect, Lanny. Thank you. So the next important date for dividend investors to know is the dividend record date. As an investor, this date doesn't mean too much for you. There isn't really an action that you have to take before or after. The dividend record date is literally the date that the company shows where everybody's going to receive a dividend. So everyone that bought and owned stock before that ex-dividend date that Lanny just mentioned is going to get a dividend. That's when management calculates the record, the number of shareholders, and they can figure out the dividend that they're going to pay out.
Right. So we went through now, the first date was the declaration date. The second date was the ex-dividend date. Third date was the record date. Luckily I have more than 3 fingers, unfortunate. We're at now the 4th date. Now, you have your mortgage payment, you have your utility payment, You've got your toilet seat payment.
Yep,
Those darn Zoom calls are still catching up to Bert.
they always are.
No, but then there's this dividend payment date. Dang, so you actually have to make a payment for that dividend?
What?
No. This is when you actually get a payment. You actually are receiving cash, and it's not the other way around. So the dividend payment date, in a nutshell, and keeping it very simple, is the date that you receive that dividend.
Yeah, that is the best date to wake up on your broker, open up your brokerage account and see, hey, I got that dividend payment.
Right. Now that's where many dividend investors love that little notification on your email or on your notification bar that says, congratulations, you received a dividend, or XYZ company just paid you a dividend.
Yeah, so now we've been through the fourth one. Lanny mentioned that most places say there are four big
We're
important
done,
dividend
right?
dates. No, yeah,
We're
let's
done.
get out of here, go home, time to get out of here. But wait,
There's more!
there is actually a fifth important dividend date. We talked about how much we love the dividend payment date, but there's actually one other date that we love more. The dividend increase date. What's that? It's the date that a company increases their dividend every year. So for example, we love looking at these dividend companies, these dividend growth stocks that increase their dividend annually, which is why we love investing in dividend aristocrats that have increased their dividend for 25 plus years, dividend kings for 50 plus years. Each one of those companies have shown that annually they increase their dividend, and not surprisingly, it's very consistent for the most part where companies increase their dividend. So if you look on our website and you look on a page, you look through their history, you'll see that most of these companies increase their dividend in the same month, and for most places, even in the same week. Lanny, I think you've mastered the art of how you can find a company's dividend increase date.
Yeah, no doubt. Whether it's McDonald's, MCD, Kroger, KR, I'm pretty sure I can predict the exact date and sometimes the exact time of that day that they're going to be releasing their dividend increase, which happens usually once per year.
It is true. I mean, Lanny, you have done it. You've sent me messages that say their board of directors meeting is at 11 a.m. on this date. Expect a dividend release by 11:35. They released it at 11:32 last year. I'm not kidding you, people. I have gotten that message from Lanny.
Yeah, it's like the same predictable date as if you have a scheduled Zoom call with Bert, you know he's taking a bathroom break during that time frame.
Exactly. Not like that,
If
but
you're still listening to this, we appreciate it. Give
Yeah.
us a thumbs up right now if you forgot to earlier.
Yeah.
So there. So first we have the four critical dates. Again, declaration date, ex-dividend date, record date, payment date, and then the bonus date to being a dividend investor is that dividend increase date.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, again, if you're a beginning investor, we know it can be tough to navigate a lot of these terms as you're going. We're happy we were able to at least take some time and help, hopefully, educate you and teach you some of these important dates that you need to know.
Of course. If you have any questions about the dates, please leave them below in the description. Leave your comments as well. Let us know if you want us to talk about any other interesting topics that you may have been curious about that nobody has talked about. As you know, Bert and I, we can, throw a rock bottom or a sweet chin music to the face over if we should make it or not.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
get ready for it, Bert.
Yeah, you should see the idea tank of how we come up with these episode ideas.
That's right. But again, this is Bert and Laney from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.